Hello students, am I audible to you? Hello students. Hello students, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Another 2 or 3 minutes we'll wait and then we'll start. Huh? Hello friends. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Now many of you have asked me the query about the second numerical here, isn't it? First it was same as earlier, it was solved like this. But many of you had this query about this. Few of them I have solved. Few of them called me only once and later on they have not called me, so I forgot. So first we will take this numerical and then we'll proceed for the next lectures Hewlett method. Will you please write down this numerical? Please. I will explain how to solve this type of numerical. Chalo. Please write it down. Have you written? Please.
Yes,
Have you?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll read it. 25 ml of water sample required, 11.5 ml of 0.05 molar EDTA for endpoint, whereas 25 ml boiled water sample required, 7.2 ml of same EDTA solution for the endpoint. Calculate total permanent and temporary hardness of water sample. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, when this type of numerical is given, in which you have the concentration of EDTA given, then you have to use the formula, write down the formula. We have seen this formula in the method, but probably this is the formula for total hardness. Write down this formula. I told you that time, small y in numerator into capital Z into 100, all these are in numerator, into 1000 divided by capital V. In the numerator, we have y, small y, into z, into 100, into 1000. And in the denominator, we have capital V. This is the formula for total hardness. And this is the formula for permanent hardness. X upon V into Z into 100 into 1000. How you get the permanent hardness? How you get the permanent hardness? Yes.
X by V into Z into 100 into 1000.
No, but what is permanent hardness? After boiling, which hardness remains with the water? Temporary or permanent?
Permanent.
Yeah.
Permanent.
Permanent hardness.
Bar. So before boiling, it is total hardness. Y into Z into 100 into 1000 divided by V, where Y is the burette reading, amount of EDTA required. Z is the concentration of EDTA, molarity of EDTA, 100 into 1000 divided by V, amount of water sample taken for titration. This is the total hardness. Can you anyone explain me why 100 and 1000 is there? Yes. Why this 100 and 1000 is there? Okay, later on you explain me. Again, then after boiling, you get permanent hardness, for which formula is X upon capital V into Z into 100 into 1000. Earlier it was Y, here it is X. This is the burette reading, amount of EDTA required. This is molarity of EDTA. This is 100 into 1000, and this is the V, that is the amount of water sample taken for the titration. Now, if you will learn this both the formulae, then this numerical is very easy. So total hardness, for this numerical, write down total hardness is equal to, are you with me everyone? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So total hardness is equal to small y into capital Z into 100 into 1000 divided by capital V. Everything in the numerator except V. V, so write down there, small y is the ml of EDTA required or burette reading. Small y is the amount of EDTA required or burette reading. Z is the molarity of EDTA, concentration of EDTA. 100 and 1000 are there. Why that 100 and 1000 are there? You will explain me later if your logic is clear. And V is how much water you have taken for the titration. How much water you have taken for the titration. So for first part, write down Y is your 11.5. 11.5. Y is your 11.5. Molarity is 0.05 into 100 into 100 into 1000 divided by 25. 11.5 into 0.05 into 100 into 1000. All this is in numerator divided by 25. How much is the answer? Yes. Simple substitution. What is the answer?
2300.
300.
Which is this hardness? Total, temporary or permanent? Which is
Total.
Total.
now we will do for permanent hardness, because we have boiled the water sample, and boiled water sample we have taken. So write down the formula X into Z, X small x into capital Z into 100 into 1000 divided by capital V. So your X is 7.2. X is 7.2. X is 7.2. Z is 0.05. 0.05 into 100 into 1000 divided by 25. Find out what is permanent hardness. What is permanent hardness?
1440.
1440. Now subtract permanent from total, you will get temporary hardness. Subtract permanent from total, you will get temporary hardness.
860.
Yes. Have you understood everyone? Have you understood everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now similar kind of one more numerical by using YZ. Do on your own. Do it on your own. Similar kind of another numerical. This is total hardness. This is permanent hardness. Total minus permanent will give temporary hardness. Do it fast. Y is 19. Z is 0.05 into 100 into 1000 divided by 50. Here water sample taken is 50. In the examination, same type of numerical will be there. No other type of numerical can be there. Only the value will be changed. Earlier numerical it was 25 ml. Here it is 50 ml. Maybe in exam it will be 100 ml. Earlier it was 12.5 or something. Here it is 19. So these values will change, but the logic remains same. So Y into Z into 100 into 1000 divided by V. So 19 into 0.05 into 100 into 1000 by V. So you get 1900 ppm CaCO3 equivalent hardness, which is total hardness. Are you with me? Everyone got the same answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you
Yes, ma'am.
tried?
Yes, ma'am.
Next other part I am not going to display. Do the calculation. We will cross check. Next part for
Ma'am,
boiled water.
permanent hardness is equal to 1350.
How much? 1350. Everyone got the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So temporary hardness will be 1900 minus 1. Okay, 550 ppm. Done? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now on this first two lecture, write down the question. Write down the question. Define hardness. Patapat you have to write. Define hardness. Define the terms, following terms. First, hardness of water. Second, hard water. Third, soft water. Fourth, carbonate hardness. Fifth, non-carbonate hardness. What is hardness of water? Soap consuming capacity of water. Hardness of water, we have not seen the definition. It is the soap consuming capacity of water. What is hard water? Which does not give good lather but gives curd like precipitate with the soap. What is soft water? Which gives good lather but does not give the lather with the does not give the curd like precipitate. What is temporary hardness? It is also called as carbonate, also called as the non-alkaline hardness, alkaline hardness. It is can be removed by boiling and filtration. Permanent hardness. Okay, now next is what is the structure of EDTA? Sodium salt of EDTA. What is the structure of sodium salt of EDTA? Define the terms. Next, define the terms. Degree Clark, degree French, parts per million. 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 ppm, ppb, parts per billion. Billion means 10 raised to 9. Million means 10 raised to 6. Degree French means 10 raised to 5. Degree Clark means 70,000. 1 milligram of CaCO3 present in 70,000 milligram of water or 70,000 parts by weight of water. That is degree Clark. Write down the interconversion in the examination. For the objective type of question, it may be asked. You will be given the hardness in degree Clark. You will be asked to convert it in degree French and parts per million. So write down the conversion factor. 1 ppm is equal to 0.07 degree Clark is equal to 0.1 degree French is equal to 1 milligram per liter. Now yesterday we have started already zeolite. What is zeolite? So we have to study the softening method. Are you with me, everyone? Are you with me, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
now
Ma'am.
there is a difference between softening of water and purification of water. When the water is treated or purified for industrial purpose, underline industrial purpose, it is known as softening method. जेव्हा पाणी आपल्याला इंडस्ट्रीयल पर्पज करता वापरायचं त्यावेळेला जी ट्रीटमेंट देतो आपण पाण्याला त्याला म्हणायचं सॉफ्टनिंग मेथड्स. And when water is to be used, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes, ma'am.
when the water is to be used for domestic purpose, whatever the method we use, they are called as purification method. मग आपण आरो वॉटर पितो ते प्युरिफिकेशन होतं किंवा तुरटी पाण्यामध्ये घालतो ते प्युरिफिकेशन. स्टरलायझेशन इज प्युरिफिकेशन. सो प्युरिफिकेशन अँड सॉफ्टनिंग these are two different methods. Even if in both the method water is purified, softening is done on a large scale for industrial purpose and purification is done for domestic purposes. Domestic purposes म्हणजे ड्रिंकिंग पर्पज, बेथिंग पर्पज, for washing utensil, clothes, etc. And for industrial purpose means in paper industry, etc. So we have to analyze the water and we have to find out what are the methods for this. Yesterday I have explained you, this is the zeolite structure. The brown colored small particles of stone, they are the natural zeolite. The zeolite we have defined as hydrated, pay attention, hydrated sodium aluminosilicate. Hydrated sodium aluminosilicate, that is the definition. Who will repeat along with me? Hydrated sodium aluminosilicate. चला बोला कोणीतरी एकाने. Just one.
Hydrated sodium aluminosilicate.
What is the formula? Na2O dot Al2O3 dot XSiO2 dot YH2O, where X are the number of molecules of SiO2. It may be from 2 to 10, and Y is the number of molecules of water. It may be from 2 to 6. X is 2 to 10 and Y is 2 to 6. Hydrated sodium aluminosilicate. X takes the value from 2 to 10 and Y takes the value from 2 to 6. This is a peculiar structure. These are the pores which are present in the zeolite. So it is either represented as Na2Z or Na2P. हा जो दोन आहे तो पायाशी लिहायचा आहे. Na2Z. Na2 means disodium zeolite. Na2P means disodium permutate. Z stand for zeolite, P stand for permutate, one and the same. In the examination, you may be given any term, zeolite or permutate, but it is one and the same. P stand for permutate, Z stand for zeolite. So this is the peculiar structure. There are two types of zeolite, natural or the synthetic. Natural means green sand. If you will find green sand, you wash it with water and heat it in a drum which kept rotating and kept at high temperature. So it will remove all types of dirt, dust, etc. from the sand, and then it is treated with dilute NaOH to remove further impurities, and then it is dried completely, and that particular product is called as natural zeolite. Green sand असते ती पाण्याने धुवायची स्वच्छ. मोठे ड्रम असतात रोटेटिंग, दे आर कॉल्ड एज रोटर. त्याच्यात वाळू टाकलेली असते, त्याच्यात ग्रीन सँड टाकायची आणि हाय टेम्परेचरला रोटेट करत राहायचं. नंतर यू हॅव टू वॉश इट विथ द treat it with NaOH to remove the oily contaminants and you get it. Natural zeolite are non-porous. Remember NN. ते पण ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह टाइप क्वेश्चनला विचारलं जाऊ शकतं, कुठला नॉन पोरस असतो, नॅचरल का सिंथेटिक. तर तुम्हाला उत्तर आलं पाहिजे नॅचरल इज नॉन पोरस. सिंथेटिक जिओलाइट हा लॅबमध्ये तयार करतात. इट इज प्रिपेअर्ड फ्रॉम सोडियम सिलिकेट, सोडियम अल्युमिनेट अँड अल्युमिनियम सल्फेट. सिंथेटिक जिओलाइट लॅबमध्ये तयार करतात फ्रॉम द मिक्सचर ऑफ सोडियम सिलिकेट, सोडियम अल्युमिनेट अँड अल्युमिनियम सल्फेट, and it is highly porous. It is highly porous and mostly purification करता, softening करता synthetic zeolite वापरतात because of its porous nature. Because of its porous nature. Now what is the principle? This is the zeolite, particular zeolite. This is the pore present in it. And then what is the principle? What is the charge on sodium? What is the charge on sodium?
Plus one.
Plus one.
And what is the charge on calcium and magnesium?
Plus 2.
Plus two.
Plus 2. So if we have to replace one calcium,
two.
one calcium or one magnesium from the water, how many sodium ions are required?
2 sodium ions.
Sodium ions.
2. And that is why formula is Na2Z or Na2P. परीक्षेमध्ये चुकून तुम्ही ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह क्वेश्चन मध्ये NaZ or NaP लिहिता, पण ऍक्च्युअल फॉर्म्युला इज Na2Z or Na2P it is. Have you got it? For principle, I'll explain this with the help of. So when the water is passed through this is the particular arrangement. It is a stainless steel cylindrical tower. It is there, not very high. It is 5 to 6 meter maybe. In this is a zeolite bed. Here the water, hard water, which is to be purified, is introduced from this inlet. It is introduced. Here there are the fine gravels, म्हणजे छोटे छोटे वाळूचे कण असतात आणि इथे मोठे मोठे दगड असतात. दिस इज फॉर फिल्ट्रेशन पर्पज. जिओलाइट मध्ये पण पोर्स असतात, पण त्याच्यात सोडियम आयन्स असतात फॉर आयन एक्सचेंज. इमॅजिन दॅट यू हॅव added the water for purification. So what happens? The sodium ions here which are present goes to water, and in place of that calcium and magnesium ions comes to the zeolite. It is a ion exchange process. The principle is ion exchange process. Sodium ions of the zeolite get exchanged with calcium or magnesium ions of the water, and you get the pure water which is taken out from the exit present at the bottom. Now you will ask me, what is the use of this inlet? This inlet is for brine water. BRINE. Brine means sea water. Brine means sea water, which is also called as 10% concentrated NaCl solution. All this is important to note down, because for objective question you will not find this everything in the notes, not in the PPT. So brine is the 10%, either 10% concentrated NaCl. What do you mean by 10% concentrated solution? 10 gram NaCl powder you have to add in 100 ml of water. 100 ml पाणी घ्यायचं, त्याच्यात 10 gram NaCl टाकायचं, that is your brine solution. Or you can use the sea water also for this purpose. So this is the ion exchange. Sodium ion zeolite मधनं पाण्याकडे जातात आणि पाण्यातले कॅल्शियम आणि मॅग्नेशियम आयन्स zeolite कडे येतात. So that is there, and you get the water which is having sodium ion. In the first lecture itself, I told you that sodium and potassium are not the hardness causing salt. Only calcium, magnesium, aluminum, Fe and manganese. But Fe, Al, and Mn. They are not in our syllabus, so we will consider hardness only due to calcium and magnesium. तर पाणी असं इकडनं बाहेर येतं. आता रिॲक्शन पाहू आपण. इट इज अ एक्सचेंज
मॅम
रिॲक्शन.
एक क्वेश्चन होता.
हा विचार.
ही प्रोसेस इंडस्ट्रियल याच्यासाठी आहे ना,
हो
डोमेस्टिक
इंडस्ट्रियल
नाही ना?
नाही डोमेस्टिक नाही.
Okay, ma'am.
डोमेस्टिक करता
Okay,
आपण घरगुती मेथड आपण नाही का तुरटी फिरवतो किंवा आपल्या घरात फिल्टर असतो पाण्याचा तो तो घरगुती याच्याकरता कारण आपलं
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
ओके सो दॅट इज देअर. नाव Na2Z is our zeolite and this is the salt which gives hardness to the water. As I have told you, sodium goes to the water and calcium goes to the zeolite. So calcium will react with zeolite, it forms CaZ. Magnesium react with zeolite to give magnesium zeolite. And whatever remaining salt is there, it will react with sodium. So here sodium react with SiO3 twice. So you get twice NaSiO3. Calcium zeolite plus twice NaSiO3. Here you get the sodium goes to Ca. So CaZ, what is left is Na2 and here SO4. So product is Na2SO4. Here Z goes to Mg, you get magnesium zeolite and Na2 goes to Cl2 and you get twice NaCl. Here Na2 goes to water sample, Z goes to Mg, MgZ is obtained and Na2 goes to here and you get NaNO3. So the sodium zeolite is converted either to calcium or magnesium zeolite. Formula is CaZ MgZ. इथे +2 नाहीये कारण एक Na दोन Na एक Ca रिप्लेस करतात म्हणून इथे 2 लिहायचं नाही. I am purposely telling you here 2 is not there. 2 is there only along with sodium ions Na2Z. Have you got it? So take 2 minutes. One product is prepared. If it is a calcium salt, you get calcium zeolite. If it is a magnesium salt, you get magnesium zeolite. And remaining part you combine with the anion part of the salt. Na you will combine with Cl, twice NaCl. Na2 you will combine with SO4, you will get Na2SO4. Na you will combine with SO3 twice, so you will get twice NaSO3. Na you will combine with NaNO3, so twice NaNO3. Take 2 minutes and learn all the 4 reactions. Learn all the 4 reactions. Chalo.
Ma'am, do we need to change the zeolite bed regularly?
Yeah, I'll explain.
Because it gets
Yeah,
converted to CaZ.
Yeah, that is the next part, regeneration. Immediately after this, I'm going to take regeneration of zeolite. First learn this
Okay.
reaction. First learn this reaction. Please, good question.
Ma'am, please can you repeat it?
What? Zeolite react with calcium, CaZ. Na2 react with this particular part. This is the anion, negatively charged. So twice NaSO3. Na2 react with SO4, so Na2SO4. CaZ plus Na2SO4. Z reacts with Mg, you get MgZ plus twice NaCl. Na2 reacts with Z reacts with Mg, you get MgZ. फक्त कॅल्शियम आणि मॅग्नेशियम आयन कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग झिओलाइट मध्ये कन्वर्ट होतात आणि सोडियम सॉल्ट पाण्यामध्ये राहतो. इथे सोडियम बायकार्बोनेट पाण्यामध्ये राहील, इथे सोडियम सल्फेट, इथे सोडियम क्लोराइड, इथे सोडियम नायट्रेट हे पाण्यात राहतं आणि कॅल्शियम झिओलाइट इथे झिओलाइट बेड मध्ये राहील. हा जो झिओलाइट बेड आहे ना, इथे Na2Z च्या ऐवजी स्लोली CaZ किंवा MgZ राहील आणि पाण्यामध्ये सोडियम सॉल्ट असतील आपले. झाले का रिएक्शन पार्ट? पटापट.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is CaSO4 plus Na2Z? CaSO4.
CaZ plus Na2SO4.
Yeah. CaSO3 twice plus Na2Z.
CaZ plus 2NaHCO3.
Okay. MgCl2 plus Na2Z.
MgZ plus.
Z plus 2 NaCl.
Okay. So that is you have learned the reaction. Now the very good question has asked my friend, that is, if all sodium ion get used up, आता 10,000 लिटर पाणी आपण सॉफ्ट केले तर आता सोडियम आयन नाहीये झिओलाइट मध्ये, तर आपण काय करायचं, तर ते रिजनरेट करायचं, तयार करायचं. ते एक मेथड आहे झिओलाइटची, की ते जे कॅल्शियम झिओलाइट किंवा मॅग्नेशियम झिओलाइट आहे ते तव्यावर गरम करायचंय. ती सिंपल मेथड आहे. झिओलाइट मधनं कॅल्शियम झिओलाइट आणि मॅग्नेशियम झिओलाइट जे आहे ते तव्यावर गरम करायचे. कॅल्शियम आणि मॅग्नेशियम मागे पावडर राहते आणि झिओलाइट तुम्हाला मिळतं, ते सोडियम सॉल्ट बरोबर रिॲक्ट करायचं. पण ती मेथड वापरत नाही, तर आपण काय करणार आहोत, इथे जे पाणी बाहेर आलेलं आहे, आफ्टर गेटिंग द प्युअर वॉटर हिअर, नाव वी विल हॅव only the zeolite which is calcium or magnesium zeolite, as it is shown in this figure. It was first diagram. Now in this figure the all calcium and magnesium ions are there with the zeolite. Then we will not add the hard water, we will add the brine solution which is 10% concentrated NaCl solution, which is called as the regeneration process, which is called as regeneration process. मग आता काय होतं रिजनरेशन मध्ये, जे ब्राइन सोल्युशन टाकले, वॉट एव्हर ब्राइन सोल्युशन वी हॅव ऍडेड, इट विल रिॲक्ट विथ CaZ, इट विल फॉर्म Na2Z, it will form Na2Z and plus CaCl2. Tate CaCl2, you will ask me, here also they were there, but here when you are adding the brine solution, whatever CaCl2 or MgCl2 are formed, immediately the water, little warm water is added to the container, which will फ्लश ऑफ द CaCl2 MgCl2. इतक्या जोराने पाणी टाकलं जातं वॉर्म वॉटर, की त्याच्यात ते CaCl2 MgCl2 एक्झिट मधनं बाहेर पडतात. ते तिथे राहत नाही. जोरात NaCl ने टाकलं, एक्सचेंज रिॲक्शन झाली की जोरात पाणी टाकायचं, की त्याच्यात ते CaCl2 MgCl2 वॉटर सोल्युबल असल्यामुळे बाहेर पडतात. अँड इन दिस वे the regeneration is carried out. So CaZ plus twice NaCl, ट्वाइस का, तर एका कॅल्शियमला आपल्याला 2 Na लागतात, म्हणून यू गेट Na2Z plus CaCl2. हिअर MgZ plus twice NaCl, Na2Z plus MgCl2. या दोन रिॲक्शन पाठ करा. Then I'll ask any one reaction. These are the reaction during softening and these are the reaction during regeneration of zeolite. रिजनरेशन का करायला लागते कळलंय का सगळ्यांना? Have you understood why regeneration is needed?
Yes.
हा,
Yes, ma'am.
सगळं सोडियम आयन त्याच्यातले झिओलाइट मधनं गेले की तुमचं प्युरिफिकेशन थांबतं, सॉफ्टनिंग थांबतं, म्हणून आपल्याला रिजनरेट करायला लागतं. ते एक तर तव्यावर भाजायचं आणि सोडियम सॉल्ट बरोबर रिॲक्ट करायचं, किंवा NaCl त्याच्यात टाकायचं. NaCl टाकलं की CaZ or MgZ get converted to Na2Z and the salts which are formed, they are flushed off by the flowing warm water, and then thus water can be purified. झाल्या का रिॲक्शन? Oh, don't
ma'am.
take. Yes, so the one who said yes, tell me any one softening reaction, any one regeneration reaction. Chalo fast.
So CaSO4 plus Na2Z reacts to form CaZ plus Na2SO4. This is a softening reaction. And a regeneration reaction would be MgZ plus 2NaCl reacts to form Na2Z plus MgCl2.
Good boy, good boy. Keep it up. Everyone is good for me. Now, what are the advantages of this method? It removes the hardness to 5 to 10 ppm. आपण 200 up to 300 200 ppm hardness असेपर्यंत पाणी आपण पिऊ शकतो without any harm. But if the hardness exceeds above 200, that water we cannot use for drinking purpose or for cooking purpose, because the salts, calcium or magnesium salt, get accumulated in our kidney or bladder, and it causes the formation of kidney stone or bladder stone, which is a major problem nowadays going on. If you want, I will send one WhatsApp message that 80% water sources are polluted. The from where we are getting the water, the 80% it is impure. So before determining the hardness, you don't try any water, unknown source water, to drink it or use it for the domestic purposes. So this method removes the hardness from maybe 200 or 300 to 5 to 10 ppm. The equipment is compact, 5 to 6 meter, or sometimes it may be 1 or 2 meter. So it is compact, no electricity is required. So you can carry this equipment anywhere, everywhere. You can install it and you can carry out the softening process. No skilled workers are required. त्याच्यात कोणी स्किल्ड वर्कर आपल्याला लागत नाही. इट इज अ क्लीन प्रोसेस. कुठल्याही प्रकारचा प्रेसिपिटेट तयार होत नाही. So it is a clean process. It is a fast process. It is a easy process. It removes the hardness. It reduces the hardness to 5 to 10 ppm, and there no electricity is required. So these are the advantages. I'll repeat, it reduces the hardness to 5 to 10 ppm. It is a clean process, easy process, no skilled workers are required, no precipitates are formed, and you can install the equipment being compact. You can install it anywhere, and therefore softening is possible anywhere, everywhere. But along with that, certain disadvantages are also there. If your water, yeah, yes, what was your query? What is your query, beta? Now, your water is always rich in sodium salts. In this slide, we have seen the water is rich in sodium salt. So such water cannot be used for steam generation in boiler. The water obtained by zeolite method is always rich in sodium salts, and therefore it is not suitable for steam generation in boiler. That is the first disadvantage. Second, if your water contains Fe plus 2 or Mn plus 2, the FZ or MnZ is formed. Softening is possible. First reaction is possible, but second reaction is not possible. Regeneration. तर FeZ किंवा MnZ पासून आपण Na2Z रिजनरेट करू शकत नाही. That is the second disadvantage. So Fe plus 2, Mn plus 2 get converted to zeolite. आपण हे करू शकतो, पण रिजनरेट करू शकत नाही आपण zeolite. नंतर हायली ऍसिडिक आणि हायली अल्कलाइन वॉटर असेल किंवा हॉट वॉटर असेल तर इट डिस्ट्रॉयज द zeolite. Zeolite is soluble in the acidic as well as alkaline water sample. So water sample acidic, highly acidic किंवा highly alkaline असेल तर आपण zeolite method वापरू शकत नाही. And if the water is clear, then only we can use the zeolite. If the water is turbid, milky white, this turbidity may clog the pores of the zeolite. त्याच्यातले सगळे pores बंद करते, and therefore the purification or infiltration is not possible. So these are the few disadvantages. Advantages: it reduces the hardness to 5 to 10 ppm, easy process, clean process, no electricity required, no experts required, skilled workers are required, and it can be possible anywhere, everywhere. It is economical because no electricity required. It is a fast process. But what are the disadvantages? It is not suitable for highly acidic and alkaline water, not suitable for hot water, not suitable for water containing Fe plus 2, Mn plus 2 ion, not suitable for turbid water sample. And since it is rich in sodium salt, it is not useful. The water sample which is rich in sodium salt is not useful for steam generation in boiler. Are you with me, everyone? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone give me two advantages? Chalo fatapat. We have to study simultaneously. I don't want you to learn it at home. Chalo, any two advantages, any one student. Chalo, girl, any girl. Chalo,
Ma'am,
It reduces the hardness to 5 to 10 ppm. It
Ah.
is an easy process, clean process. It is fast and no electricity is required, and no skilled workers are required. And
oh,
it can be easily transported because it is a compact equipment.
yeah. Any boy, please give me the answer for the disadvantages. Disadvantages of zeolite method. Chalo, four disadvantages we have seen.
Ma'am,
Any,
it contains a large amount of Na positive ions.
so what is harm in it? What is
Uh,
harm in
yeah,
it? It is not suitable for steam generation in boiler. It is not suitable
ma'am, but
for,
does it harm our health?
no, for sodium salt it is not. Maybe if it is very high, you will suffer from the BP, diabetes, etc. But we are purifying it further at our home. So it very less chances that it will happen. Huh?
Okay.
So, okay, we are not using it. These methods are for industrial purposes. We are not using for domestic. Okay, what are other disadvantages?
Zeolite may be destroyed if there is more acidity or alkalinity.
Then,
Ma'am, if it is milky, then the pores can be blocked in zeolite bed.
so infiltration is not possible. Okay, next. Chalo. AP plus 2, Mn plus 2 ions, if they are there, what happens? Softening is possible, but
Regeneration is not
regeneration
possible.
is not. Now you write down all these three numerical, these are for homework, but the similar kind of two example we will solve it, which are not from this. This is for your practice. Write it down another 5 minutes. Write down all the three numericals. Then we will solve the two numericals in the class. Chalo, fatafat. Write down these three numericals. Raise your hand. As soon as you are done, raise your hand. Are you through? Chalo.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Now we will solve the numerical which are different than this. Everyone done? Okay. Write down this numerical. An exhausted zeolite, was regenerated, Yes. Why have you raised your hand? Any query? Any query? Who has raised the hand? Any query?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So write down the numerical. Those three were for your homework. These are for the practice in the class. Understand the logic behind it. An exhausted zeolite was regenerated by 200 liters of NaCl having strength. Strength म्हणजे concentration. Having strength 160 gram per liter. Strength means concentration. Having 160 gram per liter. How many liters of hard water? How many liters of hard water having hardness 300 ppm, having hardness 300 ppm as CaCO3 can be softened by this method. Can be softened by this method. If you want, I'll read it fast. An exhausted zeolite was regenerated by 200 liter of NaCl having strength. Strength means concentration 160 gram per liter. How many liters of hard water having hardness 300 ppm as CaCO3 can be softened by this method? Now, strength means concentration. What do you get the idea about 160 gram per liter? Means what? Anyone?
In 1 liter, 160 gram of NaCl is present.
Yeah, so in 1 liter, in just I'm getting one call, just excuse me. Yeah. So in 1 liter of NaCl solution, 160 gram of NaCl is there. But how many NaCl we have used? How many NaCl we have used?
200 liter.
200
liter.
1 लीटर में
200
वन
liter.
हाँ 1 लीटर NaCl सॉल्यूशन में 160 ग्राम NaCl पाउडर है तो 200 लीटर में कितनी होगी
200 into 160.
160 that is
32,000.
32,000 gram. Unit is gram. We have to convert it in milligram. So we have to multiply it by 10 raised to 3. So how much you will get? These 3 and 10 raised to 3. So you will get 32 into 10 raised to 6 milligram of NaCl. Have I made you clear?
Completely, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, madam.
स्ट्रेंथ मीन्स कॉन्सेंट्रेशन 1 लीटर NaCl में 160 ग्राम NaCl पाउडर है तो 200 NaCl जो हमने यूज किया है उसमें कितना NaCl रहेगा तो 200 into 160 that is 32,000 gram NaCl powder is there but we want milligram per liter or ppm so we have converted gram into milligram. Here already 3 zeros are there, so 10 raised to 3. We will multiply by 10 raised to 3, so it becomes 32 into 10 raised to 6. So now this part is common for every numerical on the zeolite. Given 1 liter of sample has 300 milligram of CaCO3 equivalent hardness. Remaining part you see, hardness कितना दिया है पानी का? How much hard the water is?
300 ppm.
ये एक पार्ट हो गया
300 ppm.
ये एक पार्ट हो गया कीप इट असाइड रिमेंबर इट बट कीप इट असाइड अभी क्या डेटा दिया है कि वाटर का हार्डनेस कितना है 300 ppm मींस 300 मिलीग्राम ऑफ CaCO3 इक्विवेलेंट हार्डनेस पर लीटर मिलीग्राम पर लीटर 1 लीटर पानी में 300 मिलीग्राम ऑफ CaCO3 इक्विवेलेंट हार्डनेस प्रेजेंट है नाउ दिस जो NaCl जो अमाउंट है NaCl जो अमाउंट है वो वी विल कन्वर्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ CaCO3. NaCl, this amount we will convert in terms of CaCO3. So we have to use the multiplication factor. In the earlier calculation, we have seen molecular weight of CaCO3 divided by molecular weight of salt. But only for zeolite, you have to take equivalent weight of CaCO3 divided by equivalent of weight of NaCl. Why this is so? Because whatever the actual hardness is observed, it should match with the practical, should match with the theory. That is why here, instead of 100 by molecular weight of NaCl 58.5, we have taken equivalent weight of CaCO3. Why equivalent weight is 50? Because Ca has 2 charge. So total weight is 100. It can replace 2 hydrogen. What is equivalent weight? How many hydrogen it can replace? Ca has 2 charge, so it can replace 2 hydrogen. So molecular weight by 2, that is 50 is the equivalent weight. So this NaCl we will convert in terms of CaCO3. So quantity of NaCl required for regeneration of zeolite in terms of CaCO3. What is this? Quantity of NaCl required for regeneration of zeolite in terms of CaCO3 equivalent will be 50 divided by 58 into 32 into 10 raised to 6 milligram. That is 273.50427 into 10 raised to 5 ppm milligram here. It is for how many liters? It is for how many liter? Yes.
200.
200.
Eh,
200.
Snow. What is asked?
No, 1.
How many
1 liter.
liters of
One.
how many
1
liters of
liter.
hard water can be softened? वही पूछा है ना, कितना पानी सॉफ्ट करेगा ये अपना जियोलाइट का जियोलाइट जनरेटर. NaCl का स्ट्रेंथ क्या है पता चला आपको? 1 लीटर में 160 ग्राम. सो 200 NaCl यूज किया है तो 200 into 160 that is 32,000 ग्राम. That is 32 into 10 raised to 6 milligram. यहाँ तक पक्का हो गया? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
everyone. Now second part क्या दिया है कि हार्डनेस जो है पानी का वो 300 ppm है. तो ये CaCO3 इक्विवेलेंट हार्डनेस जो है 300 ppm दिया हुआ है. तो ये जो NaCl हमको लगने वाला है, that we will convert that NaCl required for regeneration of zeolite in terms of CaCO3. NaCl, I'll repeat, amount of NaCl required for regeneration of zeolite in terms of CaCO3. So here it is will be equivalent weight. We have to convert it in terms of CaCO3. Earlier hardness calculation, we have taken multiplication factor, that is molecular weight of CaCO3 divided by molecular weight of salt. But here for zeolite, you have to take 50 divided by 58.5. 58.5 is the equivalent weight of NaCl and 50 is the equivalent weight of CaCO3. Why is 50? Why 50? What is equivalent weight?
Ma'am, 100.
Was
Ma'am, 100 divided by n factor.
Number of hydrogen it can replace. Ca has 2 charge, so it can replace 2 hydrogen. So 50 by 58. Just remember 50 by 58. So quantity of NaCl required for regeneration of permutate in terms of CaCO3 will be 50 divided by 58.5 into this. That is this. टोटल हार्डनेस इतना आ गया. लेकिन क्या दिया है हमारे पानी को? 300 मिलीग्राम 1 लीटर में है. तो इतना हार्डनेस ये NaCl we have converted in terms of CaCO3 equivalent hardness. लेकिन उन्होंने क्या दिया है? वाटर का हार्डनेस कितना है? 300 ppm है. So 300 milligram in 1 liter. So this many milligram will present in how many liter of water? And that water, that amount of water we can soften by the zeolite. So this multiplied by 1 divided by 300 liters of water, that is 91168.09 liter. किती पाणी आपण सॉफ्ट करणार? तर इतकं पाणी सॉफ्ट करणार. You just go through all the steps, then you write it down. If you will stuck somewhere, you ask me repeatedly. If you will stuck somewhere, you ask me repeatedly. Anytime, now also or later class also. Chalo fast. Have you understood everyone
Ma'am, can you
this?
scroll down?
Yes? Okay.
Bus
Please,
bus.
please don't copy. Please understand. Don't copy. हॅलो हा लेक्चर चालू आहे. बरं, ठीक आहे आता मी करते पुढचं. हा काय पाठवले काय काय खाताय स्ट्रॉबेरी बरं चालेल. दोन सफरचंद दिले एक सफरचंद घ्या हा नक्की आठवणी घ्या Yes, are you through? Are you through?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
अभी इसमें क्या पूछा
Yes,
है
ma'am.
इसमें क्या पूछा है कितना लीटर पानी हम सॉफ्ट कर सकते हैं. अभी दूसरे टाइप का न्यूमेरिकल है जिसके लिए ये पार्ट कॉमन है दूसरा पार्ट डिफरेंट है. तो राइट डाउन सेकंड टाइप ऑफ न्यूमेरिकल. सेकंड टाइप में आपको हार्डनेस कैलकुलेट करना है. हार्डनेस कैलकुलेट करना. ये दो टाइप के न्यूमेरिकल आपको आ गए तो समझो आपको वाटर के सब न्यूमेरिकल आ गए. अभी इसके बाद न्यूमेरिकल नहीं है वाटर में. ओनली थ्योरी इज हियर. आयन एक्सचेंज में एक न्यूमेरिकल है. वी विल टेक दैट लेटर. न्यूमेरिकल लिखा क्या आपने ये जियोलाइट बेड एग्जॉस्टेड बाय सॉफ्टनिंग 3000 लीटर्स ऑफ वाटर सैंपल. वाटर सैंपल दिया है इधर कितना सॉफ्ट किया है 3000 लीटर. स्ट्रेंथ क्या है उसके लिए कितना है NaCl हमको लगा है 10 लीटर. उसकी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है 15%. अर्लियर इसमें ग्राम में दी थी अभी परसेंट में दिए है. तो राइट डाउन 15% मीन्स 15 ग्राम इन 100 ml. 15% NaCl means 15 gram in 100 ml. पहला पार्ट कर सकोगे आप. फर्स्ट पार्ट विल यू ट्राई. विल यू
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
सो
Yes, ma'am.
15 ग्राम इन 100 ml तो 1 लीटर में कितना 150 ग्राम. इधर कितना यूज किया है 10 लीटर. 10 लीटर यूज किया है. 15 ग्राम इन 100 ml तो 1 लीटर के लिए 150 ग्राम. तो 10 लीटर के लिए 1500 ग्राम. We want that in milligram. So 15 into 10 raised to 5 milligram NaCl. Now we want NaCl in terms of CaCO3. Second part. NaCl in terms of CaCO3. So 50 divided by 58.5 into this. First part zeolite के लिए common है. Sometimes it is given in gram, sometimes it is given in percentage. So convert that for 1 liter, convert that in how much amount it is there. That is NaCl required. That NaCl required for regeneration in terms of CaCO3. Write down NaCl required for regeneration of zeolite in terms of CaCO3 is equal to 50 upon 58.5 into 15 into 10 raised to 5 milligram. So this many milligram. This hardness is present in how many liter? This hardness is present in how many liter?
3000.
3000.
3000.
So this हार्डनेस, दिस हार्डनेस इज प्रेजेंट इन 3000. सो 1 लीटर में कितना हार्डनेस होगा? 3000 में इतना हार्डनेस है. सेकंड स्टेप ऑल्सो सेम, 3000 में इतना हार्डनेस है, तो 1 लीटर में कितना होगा? सो दिस मल्टीप्लाई बाय दिस डिवाइडेड बाय 3000. सो 1 लीटर में 427.35 milligram CaCO3 equivalent hardness will be there, that is milligram per liter, that is ppm. पहले 2 स्टेप कॉमन है, थर्ड स्टेप थोड़ा सा कल्टी मारना है, टर्न लेना है. What is the difference? Don't turn up the pages. What is the difference between these two numericals? Yes. What is the difference? फटाफट. पहले में क्या पूछा
In
था?
first one, we have to
Find out how many
how many
liter
liters
water.
of hardness.
नहीं, how many liter of water can be softened? हाँ, हार्डनेस दिया हुआ था.
Yes, ma'am.
किती लिटर पाणी सॉफ्ट करू शकू हे विचारले. आता काय विचारले? हार्डनेस काय आहे?
Hardness.
हा,
Hardness.
कळलं का?
Yes, ma'am.
तर आता ते 3 न्यूमरिकल सॉल्व करायचे. काय ते 3 न्यूमरिकल सॉल्व करायचे?
Yes, ma'am.
हा, these 3 numerical we have to solve. I will share again that slide. If you want, you write down those numerical and try to solve these. Chalo fatafat. You have written the numerical, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So till that, I will
Share that slide.
Which one? This, na?
That numerical.
Yeah, unsolved. चलो फटाफट करो. एक बार स्क्रीनशॉट निकालो, क्योंकि आई हैव टू शेयर द अटेंडेंस शीट ऑल्सो. हाँ, लिख लिया क्या आपने सबने? हैव यू रिटन इट डाउन?
Yes, ma'am.
एवरीवन?
Ma'am.
ओके, नाउ हाँ, अरे दैट मैसेज किधर गया मेरा? जो मीटिंग का मिनिमाइज हुआ क्या? कहाँ पे? Yeah. Now I will share attendance sheet in the chat box. यस, एक क्वेरी थी चैट बॉक्स में, डायग्राम पूछी जाएगी क्या? सब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन में डायग्राम पूछी जा सकती है. एंड एक क्वेश्चन था कि हाउ 50, तो यहाँ पे इक्विवेलेंट वेट लेना है. द ऑब्जर्व्ड हार्डनेस एंड द theoretical hardness should come, and that is why they have taken equivalence weight, not the molecular weight. Have I made your query clear? Yes. Yash, is it clear? Yash,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
okay. Now fill the attendance sheet. Fill the attendance sheet. Write properly the roll number, etc. Then I will leave the class. I'll end up the meeting. Have you understood everything till date? Have you understood? You are not saying anything.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
understood.
yeah, link I have sent you. Just fill it. Then I'll end up the meeting. In the chat box, it is there.
Ma'am, I have one doubt in permanent hardness and temporary hardness.
Yeah, ask me.
मैम वो जो सेकंड क्वेश्चन था ना 1 ml मतलब वो 0.5 EDTA वाला तो उसमें वो जो फॉर्मूला लगा के करना था उससे बेहतर हम इससे कर सकते हैं 1 ml of 1 ml is equals to 0.5 m EDTA is equals to 100 mg of CaCO2.
Yeah, you can do it by that way also, but this is easier one. That is why. Just substitution. You can do it by that way also. Huh?
Okay, ma'am. So it is not mandatory na to do the perspective method that.
Yeah, not mandatory, but desirable. Huh?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
If I will check, I'll accept both. But if someone else will check your paper, maybe he or she will expect the way which is been taught in the class or which is there in our PPT. Huh?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Done, everyone? Fill the attendance.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Shall I
ma'am.
shut down? Shall I end the meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.